Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna see the reveal trailer for Enchanted by Nature, and I am very excited. I absolutely cannot wait. And in fact, we only have a few minutes left. So I thought I'd do this quick intro and we'd check out a couple of things real quick before we get into the reaction to the reveal trailer. I love all things naturey, and you know what? I even kind of like fairies. If I'm being honest, I'm not a huge occult player, though I do love the spellcasters, and I have played with them quite a bit. I've almost never played with any of the others. I don't think I play with mermaids because they're pretty boring. They definitely need to give the mermaids and the aliens an upgrade to match all of the other occults now, and then maybe I would play with mermaids more. Because I think fairies, mermaids, and spellcasters are kind of more up my alley in that more sparkly, cutesy, girly kind of occult stuff, you know what I mean? That's my kind of stuff. And so I'm hoping there'll be a lot of whimsy in this. I'm hoping it'll be really fun and cute. And even if they show off a mostly, like natural woodsy type stuff, I'm hoping we'll have lots of swatches with pinks and purples and sparkles and all that kind of stuff to really bring the whimsy in. But yeah, those are just my random first thoughts on this expansion pack right now. I am looking forward to the woodsy stuff too. I do really hope someday they give us a like cart or a yard sale table or whatever that fits more into a farming type community or a farmer's market type thing where you can sell your, homemade stuff and grown plants and whatever in a cuter way because the yard sale tables just are not cute the way they lay individual items out right now. So, yeah. Anyways, that was just a little side note. Let's get into this quick little teaser they posted a couple of days ago because I saw some fun, cute things in it that I wanted to show you. I've got a cute little forest. Everything looks so big, but a waterfall, but I don't know, like some of those plants really are big, but it could just be that they sized them up. Obviously, the gnomes and the chair. How do I pause this there? And then the tree. So, really quickly, right off the bat, we have some kind of magical gnome tree here. Probably in the vein of what came with Life and Death, where you have to solve riddles or make potions or something like that to feed it, and you'll get rewards or you'll unlock some kind of lore or something. I do see some whimsy, but of a more natural, like woodsy type peeking out of the background with this tower back here. Can you see it? Sort of. It's kind of right there behind my face cam. But then we have this squiggly like vent pipe type of thing that you would probably see on more magical houses and more whimsical type worlds. And then, of course, the shape of these windows way over here definitely give magical, whimsical, fairy, even if they are brown. I was hoping to see more pinks and purples, I'm not gonna lie. Also, it looks like the plants are on the roof here. Did you see that? I wonder what that's all about. And you can see another little tower here peeking out through there. So I wonder if those are actual livable towers or neighborhood decoration. That would be so cute to have the neighborhood decoration houses be like cute little towers like this and stuff. Anyways, I do see one new plant here, and it looks like it comes in possibly two colors, green and pink. It's hard to tell if this purple is a new color or if it's just the pink shaded. You know what I mean? Because this pink in the game when it's in shadows, it often looks like this kind of purple color, so it's kind of hard to tell. But it might actually be a purple version, which, yes. And then this is just like, this matches that stuff that we got from what? Outdoor Retreat or Seasons or something, with that more whimsical bent wood kind of bench, but this one's covered in moss. And I love the forest. I hope there's a hidden lot back here somewhere. That would be fun. And of course, all the gnomes. Some people have mentioned that they noticed after the recent update that the gnomes have, when you uh, click on them or hover over them or something, they have relationship bars now. I don't know what that's about, but. And then, of course, a little creek or river that's so beautiful. I love that. And a waterfall. I love that. It does. Wait. There's fairies right there. They're teeny tiny, but there are fairies right there. I didn't notice that until just this moment. Okay, I'm really excited for what those teeny tiny sparkly fairies could mean. So, let's get into the reveal trailer, shall we? Okay, guys, here it goes. Okay, wait. There are things changing. I wasn't prepared for the picture to change. I wasn't really paying attention. I was making sure everything was set up, but the walls and everything are disappearing. What? It was a cute scene. I love that bed. I love all the flowers. Look at these purple flowers right there. Oh my god, that's so adorable. I love the little bookcase you can see on the edge. But everything's disappearing. There are sparkles. I see glowing flowers. Okay, I'm liking. It's definitely giving whimsical fairies, not just nature fairies. Ooh, that bush comes in a bright red. Nice. Okay, more changes. What is going on here? This is cool, but also, what is going on? This plant here is like giving off electricity or something. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that cute little tree back there, that almost like iridescent rainbow shrub thingy with the gnomes. That's so cute. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Here it goes. No! Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god, look at her. Oh, it was a dream? Oh, she's sad. Oh, I love that room. Oh, wow. Aw. Aspiration, nature nomad. Interesting. Okay. Aw, cute little child. Look at the gnome. Okay. Interesting. No way. Ew, but also cool. What? Oh my gosh. Bathe in the water. Okay, okay. Sleep here. Oh, I could never. Oh no! Sonic sinuses. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, look at that. And you will petals, shrub. I can't read it. It's going too fast. Okay, I see. He made her a cure. Oh my god, that's so cute. No way. That is so adorable. Aww. Oh, I love it. Simoleon fever. What? Creation impulse. That little shrub is so cute. I'm putting that everywhere. Oh. Oh my god, they're so cute. Uh, how do I pause? Uh, okay. Wait, I need to take a minute here. Let's go back over that. So, first of all, I was not prepared for this scene here at the beginning to change. So we started in a bedroom, but clearly there's no back wall behind the camera or roof because you're getting sunlight lighting this up. But it's there's so many new plants and stuff in here. Look at the little acorn. Oh my god, it's so cute. And then slowly the room dissolves into outside. So basically, it's saying that you can live literally in nature. I love that. And obviously, fairies. I mean, come on. But these are the cute. Wait, how do I. These are the cute, sparkly kind of fairies that I want. Okay. Okay, so here's her bedroom. We've got some new bookshelves, some new just like wall decorative shelves. There are, and it looks like there are quite a few new plants. Well, we've got some base game ones here, obviously, but some of these look different. Like this is definitely different. This looks different. That's different. That's that shrub bush plant thing from outside, but it's inside in a pot. I wonder what that means. And then we've got this vine thing back here. Like, there are just all sorts of new plants. There's these back here. And these ones kind of look like they're glowing. It's a little bit hard to tell because this picture is not very good or clear. Like, this is a base game one, but this one is not. And then we've got some new pictures on the wall here. Obviously, the new bed, a new table, a new wood table and chair as well. Her outfit is new too. I want to say her hair is new, but I don't know enough about Sim hair to know that that's new, but I'm gonna assume that that's a new hair. And she's watering that plant. So that's new and different. I wonder if there are certain plants, like obviously this one back here in the corner, that you can pick from nature and put in new kind of pots. That would be so cool. We've got some new wallpaper back there. We've got more picture collages, but obviously made with like wood sticks and stuff and new wall hanging plants. Okay, that's what that vine is. It's like a wall decor, but like a branch with flowers on it. That's so cute. We've got a new mirror back here too. Some new little decorative items, another plant pot. That's adorable. And then a new aspiration, nature nomad. Here is the town, or at least one part of the town, anyways. It's hard to tell from here which ones are home lots and which ones are neighborhood decoration. I would say that, like, this one looks suspiciously like a home lot, but then it's got this that leads down to the dock, and I've never seen that on a home lot before. So I'm gonna say it's probably some of these buildings here in the center. But either way, we've definitely got a new roof style or a couple of new roof styles happening because we don't currently have the ability to make roofs that look like this. And I guess I should point to this one, not this. This is a dormer. This is the new rounded roof style right here, or you can see it better right here maybe. But then we also have this new softer peaked roof here. that's not quite so angled. So that's kind of pretty. I can see making a bunch of whimsical houses with those new, softer, rounder roof styles. I see the gnome statue in the background. Okay, so we're in whatever neighborhood has the gnome statue. And it's a neighborhood on the water. We see some Sims swimming out here. Some kind of shipwreck with a mermaid on it, it looks like. And here's that giant gnome statue. Oh my god, that thing is so cute. That is such an adorable gnome statue. You've got a little place where it looks like you can buy food maybe or something. This is definitely a neighborhood decoration building. That I can tell you for sure. It's got opaque windows on it. And then there's that gnome, I guess, tree that I am assuming is what you're gonna have to like figure out riddles for or something, and it'll lead you to the lore of the forest. This building back here is so pretty. It is very fairy and gnome and garden like with its rounded windows here and stuff. I don't know, is one of those a door? You could really build like more realistic hobbit holes with this new pack, which is kind of fun to think about. In fact, I think if I remember correctly, we're gonna see some here in a minute again. But I'm seeing some new wall types. Oh, you can't see that because it's behind my head. Let me move myself down to the bottom corner. So there's some things over here too. Like this looks like potentially a new wall type. I love how the Sims are just sitting on the ground like chatting and stuff back there. That's cute. I don't know what she's throwing up in the air, but it looks sparkly. And she looks like she's planting something in a book, which is a little bit strange to me. Look at her cute little wings. That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen in this game. And there, okay, you can see better from this angle. Okay, that's a window and that's definitely a door. So a big rounded door. That building is really adorable. I love that so much. That has opaque windows as well. But I would have swore that that was an actual, like, place for your Sims to go into. So that's a little bit weird, but it is cute. Either way, whatever it ends up being, it is very cute. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is definitely some new wall. We got some new columns and stuff back here as well. New fences. That's cute. I love that so much. We've got a new swing back there. I love that. I'm not seeing a ton of new plants in the world. They kind of just look like base game plants except this big white tree back here. I wonder what he's growing here though. And there are some glowing orbs flying around here, so that's interesting. Yeah, see, you can see more of the glowing orbs right here better. There's a couple up here, I think, but there's definitely a few down here as well. We've got a new park bench here too. That's pretty cute. Oh yeah, and lots of new outfits. A funny new hat. There are definitely lots of new clothes in this one. And foraging for food in the dirt. That's kind of gross to me, but I'll take it. Forage here or sleep here. That's really interesting. Oh, look at the little mushrooms everywhere. Oh, it's a log. Okay, it's a moss-covered log with mushrooms. That's cute. Another look at some more parts of the world. This is definitely near that ocean. We've got some long grasses and stuff. Oh, this must be where that shipwreck is at because there's that plaque there. Okay. Eggplant frog. Did she really just eat the eggplant frog? I don't think so, right? She ate these things, not the eggplant frog, right? Oh. Ew, she ate the frog. I think she ate the frog. That's so gross. Look at that cute little gnome. And he's like dancing or something. Wait, let's look at that again. Yeah, he's like wiggling back and forth. That's hilarious. There is a waterfall, but you don't bathe in the waterfall. I was close. You do bathe in the water, though. I'm guessing that stuff is tied to one of the new traits, which we'll see in the next trailer for this game where they'll actually show us gameplay. So that'll be fun. It appears as though sleeping on the ground might make you sick, though. So maybe it's just a coincidence that she got sick, but I would say, yeah, that seems about right. Sonic sinuses. I love the names that they gave to these new illnesses. That is hilarious. Okay, so we're getting another one of these. They've been very much into these lately, where you learn about lore and stuff from the world. They haven't always had them, but they've had them in quite a few packs in more recent years. Not just lore, what else? I think you can use them to like join events and stuff, learn about the world, like I said, and whatnot. They're nice to have, but yeah, I guess I don't have any complaints. Never mind. I was gonna say they're nice to have, but it's a little weird having them in some of the worlds. But no, it really isn't actually, now that I think about it, because it does give you information. So never mind. Complaint withdrawn. This is the only thing that I can't make heads nor tails out of. We've got some base game plants here in obviously base game pots, but slightly different. There's something slightly different about those, and I don't know what it is. Most of the plants here, not this one, but this one is. These all are for sure. This is a similar one to one we got in cats and dogs, I think. But that they're like the same but different. It's weird. And I wonder why they're all sitting on a palette like that. This is obviously some kind of little plant flower shop, but again, opaque windows. This does, however, look a lot like the building from somethingisgrowing.com. And there are plants on the roof again. Are they going to make it easier for us to put plants on certain roofs? Or did they use move objects on? And this, okay, so we're getting a new apothecary, but it doesn't look like your sim can eventually become apothecary and apothecary, because we see that later in the trailer, but it doesn't look like they're gonna have a stand like this. Your sim, like, this is like that guy in Strangerville with his little kiosk thing, or like the ladies in Henford on Bagley with their little farmer market stalls or whatever. He's not your sim. He's just a sim that fills in at the stand. This would have been cool to have for our own sims to use, though. And it looks like we've got an apothecary table here where you'll actually put the potions together at, so that's pretty cool. These lights are both new and not. They look kind of like the ones we already have, but slightly different. So I wonder if we're getting a new version of them potentially. That's interesting. And here's that plant again, and it's in full sunlight, and it's purple. So yay for a purple and a pink swatch. That's nice. And the apothecary guy says, if you harvest these ingredients, I will reward you with a cure. So yeah, it is very much herbalism. I wonder if there's going to be any crossovers there. Harvest petals, bottle moody shrub potion. That's what that is, a moody shrub. I love that thing. I'm putting it everywhere. Deliver ingredients to Todd. Okay. This is so cute. So she is literally living out in nature. At least that's what this is giving anyways, is literally living out in nature. And I love how they use the different wall heights to make it look almost like a ruins. That is such a cool idea. Oh, I wonder what that is. It's like a branch. Can you see everything? Yes, you can. Okay. It's like the branch that we saw on the wall from before, but this one is sitting on the ground. I wonder if it's some kind of light like a floor light. And then we have mushroom shelves here. She's watering another plant in another pot. We do have vines similar to this from Cottage Living, but these ones do look a little bit bigger. There's that wood table again. Another mushroom shelf, but in white this time. I can't really tell what this is down here, but I absolutely love how they used the different wall heights and some rocks to make this look like a ruins. I'm sorry, I'm stealing that idea. I have to add that into some of my builds now. I never would have thought to do that. And now I have to add it into some of my builds. So if you see it in a build anytime soon, just know this is where I got it from. Also, I see a cute little purple birdhouse or fairy house down here. I love that. That's adorable. Oh, okay. I can see it more clearly now. It's a sink. That makes sense. The perspective is what threw me off. I thought it was a small thing on the ground. It's not. There's that hobbit house. Well, sort of. But it does kind of look like... Oh, I love those doors and windows. Oh my god, I love those doors and windows. That is so cute. It does... yep, I have no idea. I have no idea how they did this, but I want. I think you can kind of do that now with the not walls, roofs that we already have. I might have to try that out in the game. I've seen a few other people do these Hobbit home type of things recently, including Create for Sims on Twitter. Hers was absolutely magnificent. Mine would never look as cool as hers. I don't even know if I could do something this cool, but I'm gonna try because this is adorable. I love this so much. Big garden here, another wooden table here, this cute little flower petal light. Oh, I love that so much. And I'm not sure what this is, but it's cool anyways. I wonder what this right here is. It just reminds me of a dollhouse. Okay, so there's that window. I don't know what to make of this little setup. It's definitely adorable. Wait, how do you get up? These must be the stairs right here, right? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with, is those are the stairs right there. I mean, there's so many new things in here, the way the roofs are, and you can put grass and stuff up there. And then the new columns and stuff. It's like outside, but inside at the same time. It's like a dollhouse. I kind of like that. It's different and weird, but also cute. Huh. But this thing right here, I wonder what that is. That's very interesting. Oh, wait, is it a mirror? Is that what that is? Okay, so my question is, why does she have this outdoor house, but then also the little hobbit house? And we get to go inside, so this is definitely a house. We've got a new naturey, like, wood kitchen set, it almost looks like, back here going on. Some new potion bottles and stuff. Those are cute too, actually. Lots of new little things. These must be some of the new medicines, potentially, that can be taken. Love all the little decorative pieces, like the books and stuff. Simoleon fever. Yeah. I wonder what you have to do to get simoleon fever. That's hilarious. I've got a new coffee table and some new chairs back here, it looks like, too. She's making the potion right now. Oh, look at her earrings. That's so cute. Yeah, looking at it up close, that's definitely a new hairstyle. And look at that shirt. That's adorable. I actually kind of like that shirt. She's got a certificate on the wall. I wonder if that's something you have to get to be an apothecary. That's interesting too. Okay. More hair and clothes. Obviously a new hat. Wait, let's go back. Okay, new bookshelves, a new fireplace, a new gnome picture. That's hilarious. There's that coffee table and chairs again. Creation impulse. Interesting. I wonder how that's gonna come about. And here's that fairy house. Look at them. Okay, I'm sorry, but they're giving, I don't know, but like Barbie. Did you ever see the Barbie movies where Barbie is like a fairy? That's kind of what this is giving. Barbie fairies. I see some stuff in the background though. The first time I ever saw these, they reminded me of those balloon lamp that we have in the base game for like children's rooms or whatever. I've seen these in a picture that was leaked, and there's some kind of plant. There's some kind of cute, like whimsical tree or shrub or something, but they do come in pink and purple, so that's interesting. And we've got something back here, maybe some kind of new fence or something, but it's hard to tell. And then there's another one of those like flowery branch things. And this time it's lighting up along the whole trunk of it. So that's also really interesting. So we've got lots of different fairy types here. And they can go really tiny and get into these tiny little homes. I wonder how many of these tiny little homes there are gonna be. You've even got masculine fairies. Love to see it. Love the hair pieces. The beard. That's really interesting. All the outfits. It's hard to see on this picture. It's hard for me to stop it just right. I'm thinking all of these are new hairstyles though, and this is gonna be Grace's hair. That is perfect for Grace. That will look so cute on her. But we've got some new shoes as well, and we have a variety of wings available, it looks like. Here's another look at that. Here's an up close look at her wings, and she's got some gemstones stuck to her. That's actually kind of cute. And then she can get really tiny. I wonder if our Sims will be able to do that. Probably, right? Because they just look like regular Sims, don't they? And then yes, okay, yes. She'll be able to get tiny and fly around. And then there's this place. Ooh, she's pretty when she's a fairy. Not that she wasn't pretty before, but look at that fairy outfit. That is adorable, but look at this place too. I wonder if this is some kind of enchanted realm type area where only the fairies can go. I love that rainbow in the background. It looks very sparkly and pretty. This is my kind of fairy stuff right here. And then they're gonna show us a gameplay on June 26th. That is too long. I can't wait that long. I need to know more now. Don't be surprised if when I'm not doing my rainbow solid color house builds, I'm doing all nature and fairy builds. I mean, I basically already started. I've been building mostly farms lately, little tiny fairy farms, so. And then, of course, as always, if you order early or get it within a certain amount of time, you get a new little pond, a lantern, and a disguised dwelling fairy home. So there are going to be a few different types of fairy homes. That's interesting. I wonder how that's going to work. If it'll just be someplace like the tents where you click on and tell your sim to sleep or eat or fulfill needs or whatever. Maybe they have to go into the fairy homes to renew their magic or something. I don't know. But it is sad that these are limited time only items. I really don't like that they do that, but I'm going to be honest, these items are adorable. Absolutely adorable. I'm probably going to use them a lot. I'll try not to, though, I promise, but they are adorable. And let's head over to the website here because I always forget to do this part, or it's always down when I'm trying to click on these articles. But they always post an article with the reveal trailer. Become one with the natural world in The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. Can you hear that? It sounds like the soft whisper of Mother Nature calling you to a charming new world. Oh, never mind. That's actually just nature calling from a privy bush. Okay. Anyways, The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack welcomes you all to Innisgreen, a beautifully lush and wonderful land where Sims and nature live in perfect or chaotic harmony. Okay, that kind of sounds like sleeping on the ground and bathing in the lake or pond or whatever it was is tied to the world, not a specific type of sim, which kind of makes sense. If you're ready to answer nature's call, let's dig deeper into the whimsical soil of Innisgreen. A sprinkle of fairy dust, please. Innisgreen, an emphasis on green. It's all about balance and recovery. Let nature living come naturally. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got some community members making the builds again, and here we've got another picture of fairies, both in their tiny form and their regular Sims form. We've got something growing here that this very woodsy fairy is speaking to. We've got a gnome doing something right here. So that's some new interesting stuff. A sprinkle of fairy dust, please. Mother Nature has a very interesting proposition should you choose to accept it. With her guidance, Sims can become the fairy they were destined to be, and once they complete their transformation, they'll have the choice to flutter down two very different paths. There's the harmonious fairy, a benevolent winged helper who wants to aid other living things find health and balance, and the discordant fairy, a flying mischief maker that enjoys stirring up a little chaos and making everyday life harder for the Sims around them. The fairy path is yours to fly. Okay. With the wings to match. So they can develop abilities to nurture plants or manipulate objects, change the moods of others, plus other things. But there's something called emotional starvation. So I'm going to guess that's kind of like their power drainage, like the other occults go through. And the fairies don't eat food. Okay, they absorb emotions to survive. So if they're not absorbing that power or emotion through other Sims, kind of like the powers work, like I said in the other occults, then they will starve to death. Obviously, you can customize your fairy. They are going to have wings, skin tones, ears, teeth, head accessories, glowing tattoos. No way. Okay, that's kind of cool. And fairies can even use their fairy charm to deliver a special woohoo. Interesting. We'll have to see what that means. And apparently, regular Sims can use fairy dust to enchant plants and bring gnomes to life and other things. Here's that leaked picture where I've been seeing that red building at, and I love that. I love this building here too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I'm just enchanted by that red building, and I really hope that's a playable build, but I don't think it's gonna be. It's hard to tell. So it comes with 3 neighborhoods. There's the coast of Admore. It's a peaceful seaside village, which we saw in the trailer. And then there is Spruceberry Grove, which is some small shops, cozy homes, and kind of nature meets civilization. And then basically the natural world, the forest, called Everdew. A thick and mysterious woodland, maybe where the fairies hang out and where the fairy homes are at, potentially. New skills, new traits, natural remedies. So yeah, apothecary in this case is going to be very similar to herbalism in outdoor retreat, but maybe you can use the two together. You can be your best plant parent by filling your house with an array of new houseplants, or unlock your inner nature nomad to dwell among the trees and live off the land. I love that so much. I wish that off the grid and simple living worked better together. I think this one will work better with off the grid than simple living does. So they go on to talk about how Sims have to live in balance with nature better, or accept the chaos if they don't. And if they become unbalanced, there are negative consequences to that. That's when the ailments start to show up, like a greeny meanie. I see. Okay, so if you're not living in balance with the nature, you're gonna get ailments like greeny meanie. Maybe if your sim is seeking out and trying to hoard too many simoleons, that's when they'll get the simoleon fever type thing. And you can, obviously, as we saw in the trailer, there are cures that you can take for those ailments and stuff. Okay, so you can become a naturopath. Interesting. And that really overlaps with the herbalism. So hopefully there's some cross-pack compatibility there. And apparently, specifically to this world for this pack, Sims living there will have luck, either good, ordinary, or bad. And yes, you can have new plants that you have to actually take care of inside your house plants that you have to take care of like you would the gardening plants outside. And then here's another look at what I assume is probably the nature meets civilization neighborhood. That's kind of what this one looks like. It's very cute, very naturey. I do like it, but it's a little bit simplistic looking. I wonder if there's more to it than just this, or if this is the whole neighborhood. Oh, and here's the community builds. The builds by Simmers. They partnered with the Cracked Kyber, the Sim Scrolls. I am sorry, I do not know what that says. And Sandra Pica to build the lots for this. Oh, that's nice. I love when they work with Simmers to do this stuff, because the builds are just unbelievable then. So we've got this one. This is adorable. I love this so much. Aww. Such a sweet little house. Look at how the ground comes up to the house, though. I would love to be that good of a builder that I can get it to look like this. But there's a new fence there. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait. Ooh, okay. So maybe I was right when I hypothesized that we could build homes, regular homes, because that's what this is, but it's on a tree so that the homes would look tiny and part of nature and be fairy homes. But why? Or maybe just this neighborhood is enlarged. But then what does that mean for the little fairy homes in the regular neighborhoods? That's so weird, but this looks like a tiny little fairy home on a giant tree, does it not? Tell me it doesn't. That is what this is showing. Yeah, along the outskirts of Everdew lies Granamore Residential, a quaint home built into one of the largest trees in the forest. You can read everything that they said about their builds on the website, by the way. Here's another little adorable fairy house. I love this so much. Actually, this one is kind of giving me more gnome vibes, but I do love that you can put the plants on the roof. That's fun. And then this one is just showing off what those early purchase items look like. They are so adorable. It is so sad that these are early purchase items. Anyways, you can go to the Sims website, the Sims 4 news site, and read all about it here and see all of these screenshots for yourself if you're interested. And with that, I think I'm gonna leave this video here. It's a pretty long one, sorry about that, but I just had so much that I wanted to talk about and go over and look at, because I'm very excited about this one. Don't forget to tune in this weekend. I'm not sure if I'll be able to live stream on Friday or Saturday or when it might be, but I'm gonna live stream again sometime this weekend, and I'll let you know a little bit ahead of time so that we can build some fairy builds and gnome inspired builds and just hang out and talk about the new pack and all the things we hope to play with, and cross pack compatibility. That's a big thing for me. I love when they include cross pack compatibility and don't just leave old systems behind in favor of newer systems that don't mix and match well. You know what I mean? So that's a big one for me. So if you want to do that, if you want to build with me and hang out and chat with me about it, I will be live streaming at some point this weekend. I'll try to let you know a little bit ahead of time when that will be, though. But on that note, I'm going to leave this one here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know about your thoughts and feelings down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.